They say Mumbai isn't just a city, it's an emotion. But let's be real, your first month in Mumbai might just have been a huge test. For some, it's love at first sight, and for others, it's a battle for survival. Welcome to Bombay Talkies, where we dive into the real Mumbai. I'm your host Shivranjani with my partner Anuya, and today we have with us two very special guests, two voices from the city. Let's welcome Shravani Nikam, a true blue Mumbaikar, and Jayalakshmi Sisodia, who moved here from Jaipur chasing her dreams just a few months ago. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. So Jayalakshmi, when you first came to Mumbai, how did it greet you? Was it all that you had ever imagined?
Khamagani all. Coming from a state which is known for its hospitality, I feel Bombay was hospitable enough for me. It was me and my father who first entered Bombay and were clueless what to do and where to go. And I feel Mumbaikars, though I had some stereotypes about them that they'll have some attitude about living in the city for so long, but they were helpful enough to tell us where to go and what to do. Though I had so many dreams, I had romanticized Bombay very, very much, like any other girl who comes from a different state here. I feel that it did live up to my expectations and it was a dream for real.
My next question is for Shravani. As someone who's always been here, what do you think the first timers often get wrong about this city?
Namaskar Mandari. I have been born and brought up in Mumbai, and I think what first timers often get wrong about Mumbai is that Mumbai is all about South Mumbai. अरे मतलब साउथ मुंबई ही बस मुंबई नहीं है. मरीन ड्राइव के अलावा भी मुंबई में बहुत सारी जगह है जो बहुत अच्छी है और अनएक्सप्लोर्ड है इन अ वे, और जो तुम्हें बॉलीवुड या फिर सोशल मीडिया रील्स पे नहीं दिखती.
I completely agree with you, Shravani. Moving forward, Jayalakshmi, what was the biggest cultural shock that you faced during your first month in Mumbai?
As I entered the college, the first thing that I felt was all the documents required a middle name. And in Rajasthan, middle name is not a concept really. So that's the first cultural shock. And second thing, that people do consider vada pav as a meal here. Like they can eat vada pav in breakfast, lunch or dinner and they'll be full. Also, I feel that the people around me were more culturally shocked because I'm from Rajasthan and we do have pani there. We are not running short on water.
As someone who's also from Rajasthan, I can confirm that. My next question for you, Shravani, is that from your perspective, what do you think is the hardest adjustment for someone who's new to this city?
I think it's getting used to crowded places and navigating public transport, like getting used to trains and buses.
That makes sense. जैसी भीड़ यहाँ है वैसी कहीं भी नहीं है. So, what do you think makes Mumbaikars different from people in other cities?
I think Mumbaikars always stand out because of their amazing time management skills, how they can balance their work and private life so accurately, in a way that sometimes you can always find time for your solitude and family, but also manage your work. Like while commuting, I've seen people manage their workload in a way, working on their laptops in the train, or even just chopping their vegetables in the train. I've seen women do that, and even students study for their exams while commuting from public transport, and that's amazing. What I think other skills that they have is the way they are so helpful and open to first comers in Mumbai. They will always be willing to help a stranger out with directions. मतलब अगर तुम्हें किसी भी चीज़ की ज़रूरत हो और वो अगर बिज़ी भी हो, मुंबईकर्स अगर बिज़ी भी हो, तो वो लोग हमेशा हेल्प करने के लिए तुम्हारे लिए रुक जाएंगे.
Follow-up question for you, Jayalakshmi. Do your experiences align with Shravani's views, and what was your experience like with the people here in general?
My experience so far is that people don't really leave you alone here. They will tag along with you and ask you how your day has been. So that makes you feel less homesick. And they randomly a person will come and will help you, will figure out that you are lost and will help you with the directions and everything.
You've been in Mumbai for 7 months, Jayalakshmi. So how long did it take you to sort of adapt to the rhythm of this city? And was there any specific moment that made you feel like, yes, I belong here, even for like a brief second?
I still believe that I'm still settling in and adapting to the hustles of the city. Though the first time that I felt that I do belong here was when I successfully was able to complete a journey and was able to cross Dadar station in a local train, because that's scary. That's very scary. I saw people fighting, like pulling each other's hair in the train, and that's real. All the WhatsApp viral videos that my mom warned me about is a thing. So I still believe that I am settling in and adapting. But the Dadar thing was the first time that made me feel that, okay, I do belong here a little bit.
हाँ, ये तो सही कहा. If you were in a position where you had to travel out of Mumbai and settle somewhere else, do you think you'd face similar challenges to those of Jayalakshmi's?
Yes, similar in a way when it comes to being okay with loneliness and moving away from your family. I think that's what I'll also face if I settle in another city. But other than that, I think I'll really face language barrier if I move to any other city. Mumbai in general, मुझे तो लगता है कि लोग यूजुअली हिंदी में तो आराम से बात कर लेते हैं, बट कोई अदर सिटी में जाके हिंदी में बात करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा if it's any other city than North India in general. And I would like to add one more challenge that I think I'll face is not paying by the meter while traveling from auto rickshaws or just taxis, because Mumbaikars तो हमेशा मीटर के अकॉर्डिंग पे करते हैं. I don't know, फर्स्ट कमर्स आके जस्ट रेट पूछ लेते हैं डायरेक्टली और समथिंग. बट देखो, अगर मुंबई आ रहे हो तो मीटर के अकॉर्डिंग ही पे करना. और एक ख़ास बात मुंबई की मुझे लगता है कि यूनिटी सब जगह है मुंबई में. इफ़ यू कम टू मुंबई यू विल सी दैट all people celebrate almost all the festivals. People celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi and it's literally the heart of Mumbai. Ganesh Utsav में मुंबई इतनी खुल जाती है और सब लोग एक साथ आ जाते हैं. Whether it be Eid, whether it be Christmas, every festival is celebrated like it's literally their own. Other than that, food. खाना मुंबई जैसा खाना कहीं और नहीं मिलता. जितने भी सिटीज़ में मैं अभी तक गई हूँ, मुझे कहीं भी सारे कुजीन्स नहीं मिले. मुंबई में तुम्हें पंजाबी खाना मिल जाएगा, साउथ इंडियन खाना मिल जाएगा, महाराष्ट्रियन स्टाइल खाना मिल जाएगा, बट ऑथेंटिक खाना अदर सिटीज़ में तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. बट सारे टाइप के कुजीन्स आई डोंट थिंक कोई और सिटी में इतने अच्छे मिलते हैं जितने मुंबई में मिलते हैं.
Now that's a debate for some other day. Shravani, you previously talked about how shifting to a new city would go for you if you ever considered it. So has there ever been a city that you really wanted to go to, or were you always planning to continue pursuing your education in Mumbai?
Well, I did not really consider moving to another new city for my undergrad, but for further studies, definitely yes. And about Mumbai, I chose Mumbai for undergrad because mass media पढ़ना है तो मुंबई जैसे बेहतर सिटी और कौन सी हो सकती है इन इंडिया. एंड वाई मुंबई? बिकॉज आपने ये गाना तो सुना ही होगा, ए दिल है मुश्किल जीना यहाँ, ज़रा हंस के ज़रा बच के, ये है बम्बई मेरी जान.
क्या बात है Shravani. So Jayalakshmi, now that we're talking about considering different cities other than Mumbai, did you have a similar experience? Was Mumbai your first choice, or is there another city that you've always wanted to go to?
Of course, yes. I was considering Delhi as my first preference because, DU. But my mom secretly had this plan for me that she always wanted to send me to Bombay. That's an unspoken fact because Bombay is much more safer for girls than Delhi.
But moving on, just the last question as we're coming towards the end of this episode. What do you think about this radio channel that Sapphire has just begun? For us, it's a new opportunity to voice our opinions and bring all the students together. What do you feel about it?
I feel great and excited, and I'm so grateful that I've gotten the chance to come here and just voice my opinion and experience. So thanks to the principal and the whole team who's running behind the scenes, and I've seen people working so hard for this. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for all the students out there, and people should also check out all the videos and promos that are going out for Voices of Sophia so that people can really get excited about this. Come on.
Mumbai tests everyone, but for those who stick it out, it also provides a tiny little corner in its embrace. As we heard through today's conversation, whether it's the chaos of the city or the resilience you see in its people, Mumbai has a very unique way of shaping those who dare to call it home. To everyone listening, what was your first month in Mumbai like? This is RJ Shivranjani signing out with a thought. Your journey in Mumbai may have started with lots of speed breakers and potholes filled with rainwater. But if you stick along till the sunset, you might just embrace it as your own.